it can be really scary doing core exercises after having a C-section. So in today's class, we are going to face those fears, find and connect with your deep inner core muscles and use them to support us through movement. So let's begin on the mat. So we'll begin in a lying position with the knees bent. Take one hand to your chest and one hand to your tummy. Let's just take a moment to acknowledge what it's taken for you to get here on the mat today. And with some gratitude for showing up for yourself today with this intention of moving and connecting with yourself. Let's take one hand to your scar. And as you inhale, breathe towards any resistance or tension around your scar. Think about inflating it or infusing that tension with your in-breath, with air. And as you exhale, breathe that tension down your pelvis, down your legs and out through your toes. So breathe into your resistance, any tight sensations, inflating through the tummy. And exhale, feel the tummy move away from your hands. Let's take one more belly breath like this. Inhaling, breathing in to any tension around your scar. And exhale, softening. So we're going to start with a little bit of scar massage. So with your 3 fingers, I would like you to place your 3 fingers about 2 inches away from your scar. So we're not going to work directly on the scar, just slightly away from the scar. We're going to take little circular roundabouts here. Okay? And working on the tissue around the scar does have an impact on your scar. So you're going to start above, and then about 2 inches away from the scar to the side. You can often find where the stitches start or have been finished. It can be a little tighter. And then down towards your pubic bone. Sometimes the fascia underneath your skin, the lining of the muscles, can be a little tight down around the pubic bone area. Okay. So it's important that the stitches have fully closed here before we start doing a lot of these exercises. So if you're in the early postpartum phase, just give yourself an extra few days or weeks with that scar. Okay, I know it can be quite a frustrating time, especially if you're used to moving and exercise. Okay. So then take your hand to your tummy, support the scar. Just very gently, let's take a pelvic tilt forward. So imagine there's a marble between your pubic bone and your belly button, and you're rolling that marble forward. And then as you exhale, roll the marble back towards your belly button. So this very subtle action of a pelvic tilt can mobilize the scar, can mobilize your abdominal wall. This is a lovely place to start. If you're dying to exercise in those early postpartum weeks. So now we're going to rest or settle our pelvis into the middle position between those 2 curves. So not totally flat, not totally forward, just nicely rested in neutral, your neutral pelvic position. Then take your hands to your front ribs and let's think about sinking the back ribs down into the floor. So you're undoing your pregnancy shape here. Now let's connect with your deep inner core muscles. So we're going to find the bony parts of the pelvis. We'll come in 1 inch and down 1 inch. And I'd like you to poke into that tissue there. It's just above your pubic bone. Now as you inhale, it should feel nice and squishy under your fingers. And as you exhale, imagine you're stopping yourself mid-flow on the toilet, like you're stopping yourself weeing. And as you draw up through those front passage of your pelvic floor, do you feel a firming under your fingers? Do you feel those muscles starting to subtly engage? Now it's not a huge contraction. It's not like you're being punched in the stomach. It's just we call it the draw-in maneuver. It's like you're being hugged or supported around the waist, around the lower pelvic region. And as you inhale, let that contraction go. Let everything go. And do you feel again a squishiness under your fingers? And as you exhale, draw up, do you feel a firming as you draw in? Sometimes you can feel like there's two magnets on the pelvic bones and they're drawing in towards the midline. So that subtle little action can really support your pelvis and your lower abdominal region. Okay, so let's sync this with breath. We're going to rest a glass of water, an imaginary glass of water, on your left knee. And as you exhale, we're going to float your right knee out to the side and inhale, return. Now, can you keep your center set? Keep the ribs sinking down. You're really stable and centered in the body. And the knee is just challenging your ability to stay there. As you exhale, engage. Draw in through the lower abdominal muscles and inhale, relax them. It should feel squishy under your fingers. Let's swap sides. Exhale, left leg sways out. Feel that draw in, that hug and support around your abs, and inhale, return as you switch it off. Exhale, we're engaging out to the side. Feel the drawing in around your lower abs, and inhale, return. Just take one more of these knee sways and return. Sinking the back ribs down, we'll switch to tabletop. Exhale, feeling a draw in, and inhale, return, keeping those ribs sinking down. Exhale, engaging. Inhale, relaxing. Now, as you're moving through this exercise, can you become aware of what's happening around your ribs and lower back? Are you trickling back into a pregnancy shape? Is your lower back compensating and supporting your body? So we're really trying to train that action out of our bodies. We're trying to sink the ribs down, keeping the lower back relaxed, using our core to support us. Okay, then from here, really keeping the ribs down. So this one is all about what's happening here in the center of the body. We're softening the back ribs into the mat, lifting both toes up towards your knees. And as you exhale, we're going to heel slide the right heel forward. And this will take a strong pull on your body. Your ribs may want to flare, so you can really try to prevent that happening. As you exhale, feel that draw in of your lower abs as you lengthen. You should really feel like it's hugging and supporting you. Exhale. Inhale, return. There's so much to think about in these early stages, but it just becomes automatic in time, trust me. Let's take one more on the left side. Feel that drawing in of your lower abs, and inhale, return. Relax the toes down, sink the ribs down. This time we're going to inhale, right leg floats to tabletop. As you exhale, it's like you're healing the airway, pushing the right leg forward. Inhale, rebend, and exhale, lower. Keep the lower back spreading and stretching into the mat as you inhale, alternate sides. Left leg lifts. Exhale, heal the airway. Inhale, rebend, and exhale, lower. Good. Alternate. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you need that little support and hug of the abdominal wall as you lengthen. Inhale, bend, and exhale, lower. Let's take one more on this side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rebend, and exhale, lower. Let's come back to that marble. Inhale, roll it forward. Exhale, roll it back to the belly button. Inhale, roll it forward. This time as you roll it back, let's continue up into a bridge position. Articulating joint by joint. Inhale, lower upper body first, then the middle of your body, then your lower body. Exhale, flatten the lower back and lift. Inhale, lower upper, middle, lower. Super. One more like this. And lower. This time let's lift. We're going to take little pulses. So you inhale, lower halfway. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And as we do this, you may need a little bit of a hug and a support as you exhale. Feel that draw in around the abs. Does that support you? A lot of mums are still in pregnancy shape here. They're flaring through the ribs. Maybe you need to sink and knit those down a little bit to feel it more through the core and the back of the legs. Just give me 2 more pulses here. That's 1. And lower it all the way down. From here, let's bend the knees into the shoulders. Give yourself a nice hug, a nice squeeze. So we're going to add a tiny bit more stimulus here by taking a double tabletop position. So we're going to sink the ribs down, lift the right and the left leg. If it's too early for you to do this one, that's fine. We'll just come back to your single tabletops that we did earlier. Okay, sinking the ribs down, really assessing with a degree of sensitivity what's happening around the center of your body as you exhale, toe tap the right toe, and inhale, return. Keeping the ribs in position, exhale, toe tap left toe, and inhale, return. Blowing pressure out as you get closer to the floor, and it gets a little bit more challenging on your body to stay stable. Let's take 1 more either direction. And last one. Super, let's relax it down. Okay, likewise, it may be a little early for an ab prep. That's no problem, okay? You can just skip this one if so. And in a few weeks, returning to this when you feel a little bit more confident. So as you exhale, feel that draw in through the deep inner core and inhale, lower. Exhale, drawing in through the deep inner core to support your abs as you lift, and inhale, lower. It's important to blow pressure out as you lift. Keep the back of the neck nice and long as you lower. Let's take 2 more like this. And last one. Good job. Okay, so from here, we are going to roll onto our sides and gently help ourselves up into the 4-point kneeling position, hands and knees. We're just going to work through a couple of rounds of cat-cow. As you let your belly drop, you may feel a little pull, a little stretch around your C-scar. So just move in a comfortable range of motion here. This is one of my favorite exercises for mums postpartum because it mobilizes us in all the right places, all the areas that were stiff after pregnancy, and then caring for your little bundle 24/7. And then from here, we're going to find the middle position, that neutral pelvis, neutral back. Okay, knit the ribs. I often say, imagine your mother-in-law's best crystal vase is resting on your back, and it's a precious vase, so let's keep that one still. You're going to inhale into the belly. Let the belly expand and stretch and inflate. Let the scar stretch. And as you exhale, feel that draw in of the lower abdominal muscles. Like your pelvic bones are drawing in towards each other. Inhale, let the belly expand and stretch. Belly breathe, stretching through the scar. And as you exhale, feel a drawing in. Let's take 1 more expansive in-breath. And as you breathe out, engage the core, support your pelvis. Mind that crystal vase as you stretch that right leg back. And inhale, return. So you're staying really solid in the body. There's no compensation. Inhale, belly breath. Exhale, engage the core. As you slide that left leg back, you're staying really solid and steadfast through the center. Exhale. Inhale, return. As you start to get more confident, you can lift that leg up. Inhale, return. 1 more either side. And last one. From here, widen the knees, Sit the bum back and down. Make a little cushion for your head with your wrists or knuckles. And this is a lovely position to breathe into the belly. Feel your scar stretch. And as you exhale, open your mouth, take some clearing sighs to let something go today. Anything you'd like to release or clear from your body. On the next inhale, let's sweep your hands over to the left side of your mat, stretching through the right side. Breathe. You may feel an extra little pull on the scar here on the right side. Exhale, can you release any tension or soften any resistance? Let's go to the opposite direction. Breathe into what you feel. And exhale, soften. From here, we'll come back to kneeling. And that is us. So well done, Mum. I hope that has boosted your confidence in your core and in your scar. It can be an emotional time, so just take your time with it. If you have found today's session helpful, please help me spread the word by liking and subscribing to my channel. And I look so forward to continuing this journey with you here on the mat. I'll see you soon.